Then, welcome back, lads and lasses. Today, we are diving straight into the deep end of the digital pool. We are looking at a proper masterpiece of modern interactive entertainment. It is a game called +1 health per click. Yes, you heard that correctly. You click a button, you get 1 extra point of health. Brilliant, truly breathtaking stuff. It is on Roblox. Of course. Where else would you find such absolute creative genius? It is the kind of game that makes you question why we ever left the Stone Age. But at the same time, you cannot look away from the flashing colors. Let us be completely honest with ourselves here. Modern video games have gone a bit pear-shaped, haven't they? You have got your hyper-realistic graphics. You have got your complex branch line narratives. You have got your deep emotional character arcs. Who needs any of that codswallop? Not us. Definitely not today. Today, we only care about one thing. We care about making a completely arbitrary number go up. We want that number to grow as large as humanly possible. It is the ultimate test of human patience. It is a proper digital grindhouse. You sit there with your cup of tea, staring at the screen, watching a digital counter tick upwards. And somehow, your brain convinces you that you are achieving something monumental. It is beautiful, really. Look at the screen right now. Just drink it in. Our main character is an absolute unit. He is wearing these massive, ridiculous golden wings. They look like they were stripped off a cybernetic dragon from a budget sci-fi film. He is holding 2 giant glowing swords. They are crackling with pure energy. He looks like an ancient deity of war. But what is he actually doing? Is he fighting massive monsters? Is he saving a kingdom from certain destruction? No, mate. He is standing completely still in a brightly colored blocky field. He is clicking. That is it. Just tapping away like a madman. The contrast between this godlike warrior avatar and the absolute simplicity of clicking a virtual button is just peak comedy. Every single click gives him a tiny bit of health. The number is floating right above his head. It is a constant stream of little red hearts. It is almost poetic, if you think about it. A giant golden warrior surrounded by a cloud of lovely little hearts. It is completely daft, but you cannot look away. That is the magic of the Roblox clicker genre. It traps your brain in a velvet vice. It turns you into a digital zombie. You just want to see that number climb. Your finger starts to ache. Your mouse button is screaming for mercy. But the relentless pursuit of virtual vitality drives you onwards into the absolute abyss. Now, you might think this is an easy ride. You might think you just sit there, click your mouse, and enjoy a nice biscuit. Well, you would be dead wrong. Pal, this game has got stages. It has got proper gauntlets you have to run through. Once you have ground out enough health, you have to face the music. You step up to the starting line of a stage. You look down a long, narrow corridor. It looks innocent enough, but it is filled with absolute peril. It is a corridor engineered specifically to strip you of your hard-earned health points and leave you weeping on the floor. You start running down the track. Suddenly, you hit the obstacles. There are these giant red laser grids. They are moving back and forth. They do not just block your path. They actively shave off your health. Every single touch takes a massive chunk out of your life pool. If your health drops to 0, you are a goner. You get sent right back to the beginning with your tail between your legs. It is brutal. It is unforgiving. It is a proper test of your digital constitution. You can see the health meter flashing frantically as the player clips the edge of a laser beams. It is enough to make a grown man cry. But look at the pacing of this gameplay. The player is not rushing. They are taking it slow. They are moving with a deliberate, rhythmic pace. It is like a bizarre digital ballet. Run a bit, stop, let the lasers pass. Run a bit more. Your health bar is draining fast. The numbers are ticking down like a countdown timer on a bomb. It is high-stakes stuff. Truly, one minor miscalculation, one cheeky little shortcut, and the whole run goes completely tits up. And then you reach the weirdest part of the whole affair. Stage 7. You step through the portal. And what do you see? It is the giant creepy doll figures from Squid Game. I am not even joking. There they are, standing at the end of the corridor. They have got the bright yellow tops and orange skirts. It is a complete mashup of pop culture. Roblox developers really do not care about copyright. Do they? They just throw everything into the blender and hit the switch. It is absolutely mental to see these giant Korean thriller icons hanging out in a cheap Roblox clicker simulator. But that is the internet for you. The mechanic here is simple but terrifying. Red light, green light, the doll turns its head. If you are moving when it looks at you, you take massive damage. It is an absolute nightmare. You have to watch the screen like a hawk. One wrong step, one cheeky little movement, and your health bar gets absolutely obliterated. You can see the player carefully navigating this section. It is a slow, tense crawl. Stop, start, stop again. It is proper heart in your mouth stuff. The tension is palpable, even though we are just looking at blocky characters on screen. But why are we doing all this? What is the grand prize at the end of these corridors of doom? Well, it is wins. Mate, you clear a stage, and you get a nice shiny trophy. You get currency, and what do you spend that hard-earned currency on? Upgrades and pets. Of course. Because a Roblox simulator game without pets is like a British summer without rain. It just does not exist. The entire economic system relies on these digital animals. Let us talk about the pets. They are floating little square blocks that follow you around. They look completely ridiculous, but they are absolutely vital to your survival. You walk over to the pet area. You look at the various eggs on display. You have got your common eggs, your rare eggs, your legendary eggs. You spend your wins to hatch one. You pray to the RNG gods for something decent. It is pure gambling for children. Let us be honest, but it is incredibly effective. In the video, the player manages to get some proper cracking companions. They get a Yeti, a rare little furry blue thing. Then they get a Cerberus. Sounds like a dodgy cheese you would find at the back of the fridge. But it is actually a proper multi-headed beast. And best of all, they land a legendary Hydrascale. This thing is magnificent. It gives you a massive multiplier to your health stats. Suddenly, you are not just getting a tiny bit of health per click. You are getting thousands. The numbers start flying across the screen like confetti on a windy day. This is where the game truly changes. You go from a humble clicker to an absolute tycoon of health. You can see the player standing back in the main area, just upgrading everything in sight. They are buying the +1 click upgrades. They are stacking their multipliers. The health bar at the bottom of the screen is going absolutely mental. It is reading 44,000, then 50,000, then it climbs even higher. It is a beautiful sight. Honestly, you feel like an absolute genius, a financial wizard of virtual biology. But there is a catch. There is always a catch. It is the psychological torture device known as the rebirth system. Once you reach a certain massive threshold of health, the game gives you a choice. You can keep your massive health pool and feel like a god. Or, you can sacrifice it all. You hit the rebirth button. Your health drops straight back to 0. You lose all your hard-earned points. You become a weak little noob all over again. Why on earth would anyone do that? You ask. Because it gives you permanent multipliers. Mate, it is the classic loop of self-flagellation. You destroy everything you build just so you can build it back faster next time. It is a proper digital hamster wheel, and we are all happily running on it. You can see the player going through the rebirth screen. They convert their wins into rebirth points. They start the grind all over again. It is a bit tragic, really, but it is bloody addictive. Let us take a moment to appreciate the sheer auditory experience of this game. The sound design is a proper assault on the senses. Every single click makes a sharp, metallic popping sound. Pop, pop, pop. It is constant. It is relentless. It is joined by the chime of collecting coins, the dramatic whoosh of passing through portals. And underneath it all, there is this incredibly cheery, repetitive background music. It is the kind of tune that gets stuck in your head for days. It drives you absolutely mad, but you cannot help humming it while you make your morning toast. And let us not forget the UI. The screen is absolutely plastered with buttons. You have got buttons for the shop, buttons for teleportation, buttons for your pets, daily rewards pop-ups that take up half the screen. It is a masterclass in visual clutter. It is a miracle the player can even see their character through the sea of colorful icons. It keeps flashing at you, demanding your attention. Claim this, buy that, check this limited offer. It is proper sensory overload. Speaking of offers, the game is not shy about asking for your cash. is it? Every few minutes, a cheeky little menu pops up. It invites you to buy some Robux. It wants you to spend real, actual money to get a 2x win potion, or a permanent health booster. It is standard Roblox behavior. Really, they try to rob you blind while you are just trying to enjoy a free game. You have to admire the hustle, even if it is a bit dodgy. But the player does not cave in. They stick to the free-to-play grind. They claim their daily rewards instead. Day 1 gives you a bit of health. Day 2 gives you a secret pet. Day 3 gives you some wins. It is a clever little trick to keep you coming back every single day. They hook you early, and they never let you go. You are locked into the system. Proper sorted. As the video progresses, you can see the player getting more and more efficient. They are moving between the clicking area and the stages with proper military precision. They know exactly how much health they need to survive each zone. They clear stage 8, then stage 9. They are flying through the content now, thanks to their legendary Hydrascale pet. The progression curve is steep, but when you hit that sweet spot, it feels proper good. Then, disaster strikes. The ultimate betrayal. The screen suddenly goes completely grey. A box pops up in the middle of the screen. Error code 273. Disconnected. Same account launched experience from different device. Blimey, talk about a proper buzzkill. You are right in the middle of your glorious grind. Your numbers are skyrocketing. You are feeling like the king of the world. And the game just tells you to sod off. It is an absolute shambles. Truly. It is a truly tragic moment. The music cuts out. The clicking stops. The beautiful cloud of red hearts vanishes. You are left staring at a cold, sterile screen. It is the definitive modern gaming experience. Isn't it? You do not own anything. The server can just pull the plug whenever it feels like it. The player is forced to go all the way back to the main Roblox home screen. They have to log back in, wait for an available server, and join the game again. It is a proper test of patience. But here is where the video takes an absolutely bizarre turn. Mate, instead of just logging back into the game smoothly, we are treated to a full-blown technical masterclass in administrative hack. The player decides to completely log out and create a brand new account from scratch. Why? Who knows? Maybe the old account was thoroughly cursed by the disconnection gods. We watch the entire account creation screen. It is in Vietnamese, which adds an extra layer of exotic mystery to the whole affair. We see them meticulously filling out the registration form, selecting the date of birth, typing in a brand new username, creating a password, selecting the gender icons. It is proper gripping stuff. Let me tell you, they create the new account under the name Metaming One. Brilliant name, rolls right off the tongue. Then we see them navigate the login interface, typing everything back in, hitting the submit button, and praying that the security systems do not demand a verification puzzle involving traffic lights or bicycles. But wait, the faff does not stop there. Oh no, the player then brings up Bandicam. Yes, the legendary screen recording software. We get a proper inside look at the desktop configuration. They are checking the output folder, messing around with the video settings, configuring the general options, ensuring the hotkeys are set up correctly. It is like watching a behind-the-scenes documentary of a low-budget media empire. You have to appreciate the dedication to the craft. They are making sure every single pixel of this magnificent clicker game is captured in glorious high definition. Once the administrative nightmare is finally sorted, they jump right back into the server. They check their stats. Thank goodness. The game is back online. They have to start from the beginning on this fresh account. But they know the ropes now. They are an experienced veteran. The massive golden wings are gone for a moment, replaced by the default noob attire. But the spirit remains unbroken. It is time to get back to work. The clicking resumes. Hop, hop, hop. The universe is back in balance. They push even further this time, grinding their way back up with lightning speed. They know exactly which upgrades to buy first. They purchase the multipliers. They equip whatever basic pets they can find. And before you know it, they are flying through the stages again. They reach level 43. Their health pool is reading 1 million. Yes, a proper million points of health. It is an absurd number. Their character has become an unstoppable juggernaut once more. They can walk through the lasers now like they are nothing but a warm summer breeze. The obstacles that used to terrify them are now just a minor inconvenience. It is a complete power trip. They go back to the rebirth station. They have got enough wins for another massive reset. They check the menu. They are calculated. They are precise. They hit the button. Boom. Back to level 1. Back to the start. But this time, their multiplier is massive. Each click is a proper explosion of points. The cycle continues. The wheel turns. They are stuck in the beautiful, infinite loop of numbers going up. In conclusion, what can we really say about +1 health per click? Is it a cinematic masterpiece? No, mate. Is it going to win any Game of the Year awards? Absolutely not. It is completely daft. It is visually chaotic. It is structurally repetitive.